Hello everyone, welcome to episode 8 of Let's Play for Frog Developers. In the last part we got here to the mine, or at least what I thought was the mine. I was actually incorrect in saying that. In the last part, this is just another cave near the mine. And the mine is still a ways ahead. Well, not much of a ways, but there's still some distance. So anyway, as we're learning here, there's apparently a secret here that scares Delarin, so this is kind of important. Anyway, I'd like to say, Pokemon X and Y is fantastic. This is being recorded on the date it came out, the 12th, at 4:40 p.m. I went to get it at midnight of last night, and oh, so good! Then again, having 3 fighter starters is always a good thing to do, in my case. Oh, these 2 guards are absolute idiots. Loophole frogs can pass. I love it when there's idiotic guards. But yes, now we're in the mine. So let's use a joy fruit and turn back into a human. I'm turning down my volume because that is loud. Holy shit. And this guy here will really tell us that we need to use a pickaxe to break open the rocks that are all over the mine. This is where those picks will finally come in handy. And they'll pretty much run out of use by the end of the part. You don't need that many pickaxes. I'd say you only need a total of like 48 throughout the entire adventure. That was a burp. And yeah. This part is pretty much just you getting some money throughout all of this. You're gonna need a lot of money actually coming up, I believe. Like 1,400? I'm not sure. Copywriters, you're the reason YouTube can be very painful sometimes. Dude, this is actually a really cheery song for a place that's for people being forced to mine. Also, the sound effect where you break open the rock totally isn't reused in the Game Boy Adventure, Game Boy and Game Boy Color Zelda games, by the way. It's the first half of the sound bite used when you use the shovel in those games. And I'm a nerd for being able to recognize that. And I love it. And down here is a point of that we cannot progress any further. We need more manpower. And the goal is apparently up ahead and we need professionals. So, head back to Pudding, talk to everyone in the town and in the bar, and come over here. We're ready for your fate post something on the bulletin board. Okay, I'll put up now for miners. All done. Yeah, I would read that up, I was doing that too fast. That should do it. Now that you've done that, go up into the house at the top left of the village. Talk with her. And you'll learn that her husband at the bar all day, and that he was once a dedicated miner. And she wants us to talk to him. His name is Russell, and he's the guy sitting at the counter. So let's go and do that, shall we? And I don't think I mentioned it at this point, but the bar has a wine that does actually quite a good job of healing, but it's not that useful to me. I think it costs less at this point, though, than doing the whole peel thing. Here's Russell. I'm Russ. Got a problem with that? And now stays work. Ha! You've been talking to my wife. Come on, buy me around. How about no? Don't be selfish. Won't you buy me a drink? No. Come on, just one? No. You cheapskate. You saying you won't buy one? Yes. Are you looking for a fight, pal? Yep. You asked for it, and like many, many fights in this game, you will, if you have my stats, you'll survive this at 1 hearts, which is pretty much the minimum you can have. I believe it's the max you can have at this point, really. You got me. Man, you're tough. Serves you right. You need to clean up your act. You shouldn't be boozing it up in a bar all day. Think about your money woes. Look at me. I'm a fabulously wealthy prince, but never once have I been a slave to money. I've made a huge mistake. Ignoring his own shortcomings, Kyle had taught Russ a lesson. Yay! And I tee off to that, and then come down here. Huh? There's a guy looking at my ad. Prince Kyle, please hire me. I may look out of shape, but hard labor's my specialty. If you need more manpower, I'll round up the old gang. That'd be great. Wait right here. And he goes off screen and gets 3 random guys. Sorry to keep you waiting. We're your rock experts. or supply. I'm the leader, Russ. I'm Graham. I'm Chrissy. They call me Rex. Together we will supply. We're strapped for cash, so we'd like to start right away. Good. Let's dig a Mount Pudding. They say there's 10 million nuts worth of gold buried there. Huh? That mountain? Really? You want to dig there? Are you joking? What's wrong? I need the gold to pay for the rebels on the Spring Bell. Maybe you don't know, Prince. Don't worry, boss. We need this job. Let's get to work. Well said. Yes, sir. Darn right. Yup. It's a fool's errand. But okay, to the gold mine. And now these guys will follow you all over the map. And if you run into any enemies, they won't one-hit KO them. Those guards are still here. And I'd rather not change into a frog in public. I'll distract them while you slip in. Very well. Good luck, Russ. And they don't notice me right behind them. Hey, you! Bet you can't catch me. Oh, those poor fools. Now's our chance. These guys are worse than stormtroopers. No, not even worse than stormtroopers. They're worse than red shirts. Because at least stormtroopers have some survival rates. Well, aside from the ones on the Death Stars. They kind of die brutally. And now we have to head back to the bottom where we were at the beginning of the part. A lot of backtracking was involved in this part, actually. Listen up. The gold we need is buried here. Don't worry, Prince. Come on, boys. Let's get to work. Yep. They broke through that so easily, it's not even funny. Sorry to bother you, but I have something to ask. Oh, ask away. Before we start working, I'd like to discuss our wages. Naturally. What's the cost? Well, it'll be about 200 nuts. How's that sound? We're short-handed, so I've got no choice. You'll get what you get. I forget to speak. You know, if I was someone like Rome Mithril, I probably would have restarted the recording there. Nope, because I'm as unprofessional as they get. And yet, at the same time, I am very professional. Who am I kidding? I'm a guy who just stands around his home all day. And here we got 100 nuts. And yeah, they do actually give you some money in case so you don't have the wages, because this costs 200, then I believe 400, then 800. So you will spend quite a bit of funds here, but they give you almost enough to make up for it. I believe it only ends up costing around 100 nuts overall. Also, these are really flimsy picks if they just break after one hit. Not even the wood pick in Minecraft is that bad. Well, the gold one maybe, but at least gold is the trade-off of being as useful as the diamond, just has a durability of, like, worse than wood, I believe. But I don't remember, because I haven't played Minecraft since 1.0 got released. And over here, we got an essential upgrade, a Power Stone. Still not an awesome Dreamcast game. And I had to eat, so, yeah. So let's head on back down, and they have progressed. Keep digging, the real work starts now. And I do this a bit foolishly. There's 3 chests here, each one contains 50 nuts. Why the diggers didn't just pocket the money for themselves, I don't know. Of course, for some reason I do this the time-wasting way, just by going back to the previous screen, when you can just fall down from the top one, into the middle, and into the bottom. That's me being stupid. We've done a lot of digging. Have you got 200? Yep. Hey guys, we got paid. Thanks. We'll do our best. We won't slack off. The rock up ahead is harder to break. It'll cost you 400 nuts. Guess I don't have a choice. I'll leave you to it. No, this is probably one of the best princes ever, because he pays his subjects very well. A couple other princes I know of wouldn't do that. I'm looking at you, Game of Thrones. And probably Lord of the Rings, but I haven't read those books since I was like 6. And there's 100 nuts right there, so that's a fourth of what you have to pay right there immediately. Hey, a frog! Also, the timing on the pick is really finicky. It's kind of like Castlevania where there's a delay on the whip, except this is kind of much harder to time for me for some reason. And here we got 50 nuts. And this took me a while to figure out for some reason the first time through. Turn into a snake here, and then go up to the frog. So you can scare him away! A snake! You know, if you're a genome soldier, that reaction would make perfect sense. Especially if you were on Shadow Moses. I just realized that his Metal Gear Solid isn't even uploaded yet. At this point, I'm actually in the process of re-uploading those Mega Man Battle Network 3 parts that had the video glitches. Those were good times. And here we got a life stone, so now we only have, I think, 2 heart stones left to find. And here we got a Hot Springs egg, so I just ended up plus minus 1 egg. I'm not sure why, but saying egg this many times is reminding me a lot of Resident Evil 5. You would give me an egg! Oh, Wesker. Yeah, here's the way you should do this. Just do what I'm doing now. Fall into the next level and then get the 50 nuts that way. It saves you, it only saves you like 10 seconds, but it's 10 seconds that you really want. Now that was digging. By the way, got a 400? Yup! Hey guys, we got paid. Thanks. I'll do our best. We won't slack off. The rock up ahead is even more difficult. It'll cost you 800 nuts, okay? You're taking me for everything I've got. I suppose I have no choice. But this is the last time. My word. And it is actually too, so let's jump up here for the longest little mine section. And I forgot words for some reason. Alright. Don't you love it when that happens when you have something in your head and you just blank out on it? And we got 300 nuts. I think that's actually the largest amount that's actually in a freaking chest in the game. I might be wrong on that though. That was a mimic. And with 300 nuts down, we already have a little under half of our goal. For some reason, they decide to have these little dead-end signs that just don't do anything. But at least I get to send slugs and bats to the Shadow Realm. And here we got another dead end. And I believe these are the last rocks we need to destroy, if my memory is serving me correctly. I don't think it is, because I just remember the next dungeon. Which is technically a dungeon we've already been to, but yeah, I'll see that next part. And here we got another 300 nuts, so that is I can't remember words, 3/4? Yeah, 3/4 of our wages paid. And here we got a spiky slug. We technically encountered those guys right before we first entered Spring Hill. But, we didn't do it but we were just a frog then. When thou seest thy true friend, the golden sword shalt awaken. A true friend. Ah. I miss those words. That came out of nowhere, but that's actually really just a hint for the end of the game. And I got a joy fruit at the end of that battle, I believe. Keep digging, the real work starts now. You know, I will say, I know I mentioned this many times before, but as limited as this game's soundtrack is, it's so good! We're almost there. Oh yeah. Have the 800 nuts? Yup. So in the end, if you get every chest, you're plus minus 100. Well, minus 100 rather. And he uncovered a single passageway. Let's check this out, shall we? I don't know why I had to check my notes there. The Master Sword! No, sadly it's not. It would make sense if they called it that. The shimmering gold blade called the Snake Killer. It's considered the most powerful sword ever made, yet it mustn't be removed, so remove it? Yeah, why not? I love how we know is what it's called even though we've never seen it before. This must be the secret Delarin is afraid of. Well, that came out very easily. We got the Snake Killer! If only Liquids could use that, because he could have used that in Metal Gear Solid 1 and 4. But what's that? The tunnel! And we're slowly moving to the left. To the left, to the left. Holy geyser! It's gold, it's pure molten gold! Yahoo! That is a very bad Yosemite Sam impression. I'm sad I did that. The sword must have been blocking the flow. Run! Wait up! Did you guys know this mountain was a volcano? Yep. We knew. Well, we wanted to get paid. So we kept quiet. You. A dead end. Only one option. Into the water! Shouldn't we have turned into a frog? We're always saving him from harm. Let's go before he wakes. Mandola! You crazy witch! And this guy apparently rents boats out, but I don't think we ever really need to talk to him after this point. Wow, the eruption warms up the glacier. I could probably turn into a frog or snake now. What does he want us to come with him for? Oh my god! Hot dog! The water cooled the mountain gold. Jimmy won't be able to resist this, but I can't carry it like this. Hey, Riding Hood! Riding Hood, what's the matter? Oh no. Well, that's not good. We ended up freeing the mammoth after all. What? Oh dear. The prince ran to the Eskimo village to find grief, brutality, and destruction. Sounds like World War II in a nutshell. This is all my fault. I have to do something. Yet again, not reading her dialogue because your ears would probably bleed. What? The Elder's fighting the mammoth. Mammoth, you're going to sleep in the ice again. Why do I recognize that? Wasn't that in... That was in Link's Awakening as well, right? Whoa! Elder. Oh, Prince Kyle. I'm too old for this. Prince Kyle, my greatest fear has come true. I can't hold it back without the mirror shield. Really? Mirror shield? This game and its Zelda references. Mirror shield? The mirror shield can reflect the beast's image, causing it to hesitate and making it open to attack. The shield is in the ice cavern, but I'm too weak to retrieve it. Please, bring them back the mirror shield from the ice cavern. So, now we have our current mission. And that's actually pretty much going to be the end of this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I seriously need to think of a new intro, because I saved the old one on habit now, really. By the way, don't go and fight the Mabbit. It's, you'll pretty much get one-hit KO'd, I believe. And next time on Let's Play for Frog the Bells, we'll head back to the ice cavern and hopefully find the mirror shield. See you guys then.